Alrighty gamers, how's it going? Daybreaker Rein here, coming at you through your video scope with a new iteration of Dark Dragon Alley Production streams. Welcome to a dose of retro. This is a streaming series that I decided to make that I am basically going to do where I stream specifically retro video games. So this is going to be anything pre the PS3, Xbox 360 era, so everything from, NES to Super Nintendo, N64, all that stuff is going to be open to this market. I got really antsy. I really wanted to start the series later. I had every intention to start with some N64 streams once I got my streaming equipment, but I decided that my anxiety was making me want to get this out there a lot quicker. So I decided that we're going to do this instead for a bit until I can get my streaming equipment, because I have a N64 game I have been dying to play on stream. So I hope you guys all look forward to that. A lot of crap's been going on, and I just dropped my controller. And I didn't start the timer like I usually do. Oh my goodness. Typical Daybreaker stream where everything's going awry. Anyways, guys, we're going to be playing the Japanese Sega Saturn version of Castlevania of the Symphony of the Night tonight. And we're going to be starting the Maria mode, because the Maria mode in this version of the game is radically different compared to the Maria mode that was in the remastered Symphony that was on the Dracula X Chronicles collection for PSP. So we're going to go ahead and boot that up. Hopefully it's not too loud. I might have to mess with the audio levels for a bit just to see if I can get this not sounded too loud. I'm going to tone that down just a tad. But welcome. I know I haven't streamed in a long time. I've been meaning to get back to this for a really long time. But yeah, this series I really wanted to do. I have tons of retro games. Now, to clarify, I should say the PS2 Dungeon is still going to be a thing, but this is going to be its own separate thing. So a lot of PS2 games, or any PS2 games that I stream, will be specifically for the PS2 Dungeon. I'm changing the format on that, especially in the month of October. Big plans for the month of October, so I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. But yeah, we are going to start this up because I have been doing the Richter gameplay videos, and I have really wanted to do Maria mode on this. I was going to do this for the LP channel, but I'm saying screw that, because the LP channel right now is currently kind of dead in the water. I didn't really get a lot out of it. So I hope to continue it at some point, but for the moment, we're just going to focus on the streaming side of things, because that's where a lot of people are at. I think LPs are kind of slowly but surely dying, to be perfectly honest, if I do say so. Okay, I don't believe Maria has any alternate costumes. I think Richter is the only one that does, so I don't know the button combination, so I might have to get my bearings for a bit, because she does play way differently than Richter. And if the frame rate's a little choppy, I do apologize. I've been doing the recordings at 60 FPS. I don't have a premium license for XSplit as much as I wish I did. I would love nothing more than to have a premium. Okay, so she has a lot of the same stuff, like, you know, she can do Richter's running. I really like that they customized her original sprite. That was my biggest issue with the remastered version. Is they changed her sprite sheet dramatically. Like, it looks way more high depth than it should. But yeah, her gameplay style is way different opposed to Richter's. I don't think I can get down there just yet. But one of the things that I love is that her main attack is basically Yusuke's spirit gun. You know? So if any of you are fans of Yu Yu Hakusho, that's a nice little thing. And I don't know, it might just be me, but I feel like I'm having an easier time getting her to run than I do Richter. Oh, that's right. I think her track is different here. With Richter, it's a remake. It's a redone Bloody Tears, but I think hers is different. Yeah, notice that she has like a way more. She doesn't have a limit on the stockpile of hearts that she can have. Yeah, that's one thing I love about this mode. Although I've only played a little bit of it. I actually haven't gone like too in depth with it. I just think it's interesting that she plays so mechanically different to Richter. And I thought it'd be a nice little thing to stream with everybody, so. Alrighty. I think. Can she triple jump? Yes, she can. Okay, so that is something that's accurate. They did keep her being able to triple jump. I do find it interesting that if you come into this area before you're actually supposed to be able to, that the enemies don't spawn here. They're supposed to be stronger enemies. Okay, yeah, that's right. And she actually uses the actual sub-weapons. Like, she doesn't use her animal spirits like she used to. Oh, that's cool. I like that purple flame. That's pretty cool. Again, haven't played too much of this mode, so figured that the best time to share it would be with everybody on stream. So we can all experience it together. It's a miracle I can freaking even get this game to work. So if there are graphical glitches and issues that you see on stream, that is probably because of the emulator. I would fathom a guess in any case. I wonder, does she have the, Okay, I did the input for Richter's dash, and that's what I got. Oh, that's sweet. She actually throws freaking 3 knives. Okay, I guess it depends on how much MP you have. Hey, how's it going, Josephine? How are you this evening? Thanks for coming by, I appreciate it. I will be joining that Discord that you linked me to shortly after this stream. I got caught up doing some stuff before. I was actually going to stream like an hour early, but I got caught up doing stuff. I've been doing good. I've been doing actually really good. A lot of things are getting in motion, so actually found out that the original degree that I was looking forward to getting into a specific degree path, but that degree path has changed. Thanks to the helpful people of the college I will soon be attending, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. But yeah, no, like, I just wanted to, like, I'm always a fan of, like, joining other Discords. There's a lot of Discords I'm a part of that I'm just, like, not super active in, so if you don't see me too active in that Discord, that's why. I'm always, like, kind of hanging out in my Discord, to be perfectly honest. Like, no offense to anybody else's Discord or anything like that, I find myself hanging out in mine a lot, and I know the first time, like, I really started hanging out in mine was when me and my friends were all playing Final Fantasy 14. We were all in a guild together, so yeah, we were playing a lot. But yeah, it'd be so nice if she could actually charge her main attack. Unfortunately, it does it. Wow. Okay. Okay. So that it's a special move if you do the dash input for Richter's dash, but if you do just a regular Hadouken, oh hell yeah! Final Fantasy 14 is the MMO, like how because my younger brother, he has been an avid World of Warcraft player for a very, very long time, and that's like his pinnacle MMO. For me, Final Fantasy 14 is my pinnacle MMO because I was a scrub and didn't pay to play any MMO paid. Like, I played WoW for not even that long. I played WoW very, very briefly, and I ended up just not really caring for it as much as I wish I did, because the biggest problem with WoW for me was all my friends that played it were already at endgame, and I was just barely starting. So, like, I couldn't pal around with them. Like, I couldn't power level with them or anything like that. Like, it was a much different game back when I first played it. So it just never really caught on, so I just stuck with, like, the free MMOs, and then I finally played 14, and oh my god. I never played 11. The only time I ever watched anybody play 11 was my older brother. He actually had the PS2 version of it. He had the hard drive, the whole big-ass box PS2 version of Final Fantasy XI with the manual that was like that thick of instructions. So that was the only time I ever watched anybody play 11. I've heard great things about Final Fantasy 11. Unfortunately, I never got to experience it. There was an artist I followed for a really long time when I had a DeviantArt account. She did a lot of Final Fantasy 11 artwork of her character. And really great artwork. I actually did a couple pieces of scratch boards of her artwork, but yeah, never got to play Final Fantasy XI. I know that there has been some like crossover promotion sort of stuff with Final Fantasy XI in Final Fantasy 14. I think I partaked in one of the events. It was one of the characters from 11 was ended up in Eorzea. Currently, Josephine, that's funny because currently Final Fantasy 14 is the game that has the most amount of hours on my Steam right now. Yeah, I've put many an hour into that. I played 14 when it first came out and then got... Yeah, I didn't play 14 the very first iteration of it because I heard it was met with a huge negative feedback. Like, a lot of people said horrible things about the original Final Fantasy XIV. But then, I know A Realm Reborn seemed to fix it, but I didn't realize that A Realm Reborn was actually storyline, like, it was a continuation of everything that led up to the ending of the original Final Fantasy XIV. So I thought that was a really cool thing that they kind of got into, that they carried it over. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, never played vanilla. Never played the first iteration. Realm Reborn is where I started, and by the time I started Realm Reborn, Stormblood was already on the horizon of coming out. So it was really cool because I got stuck with it. Yeah, that's the only thing about some pre-orders. You know, like I've pre-ordered a couple games myself that I kind of wish I hadn't, and I gave games benefits of the doubts where I shouldn't have, and one of them, the one that I always think about is I pre-ordered the Order 1886, and I didn't just pre-order the regular game, I pre-ordered the premium edition of the game, the $150 version that came with like a huge-ass statue, came with like an art book, a necklace and pendant, like soundtrack, like all this crap. And I didn't even play the fucking game. Like, I didn't at all. It was super funny. Because I was so, like, because, you know, I worked at GameStop at the time, so, like, everybody was telling me, the game is awful, man, like, it's not good. Okay, so she can't do item crash. But yeah, that was big regret of mine. Ah, yeah, run away. But yeah, there've been games recently, like, I'm a fan of the people who do the Oni-chan-bara games, because I think as dumb as the Oni-chan-bara games are, they're like mindless fun to me. It's like a guilty pleasure. I pre-ordered their like most recent game that came over to the West, and oh my god, I regretted it. I played the game through all the way until the end, hoping that my opinion would actually change, but nope. It's bad. It's not good. Very, it seems like a very rushed job, and it almost feels like it was a game for like last console generation. Like, it doesn't feel like it should have been on the PS4. Animations, like, if you can even call the animation subpar, I think that's being very generous, but the animation wasn't even subpar. Like, lip syncing was awful. Wasn't translated into English. There are games that basically, like, have done the whole fan service thing better. Yeah, so not a good game. Very regretful of that purchase. Can't believe I actually played that game all the way through. Tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I thought, hey, it's the people who did Oni-chan-bara. I'm sure I'll like it eventually. Totally not what happened. Haven't sold it because it's really not worth anything. It's kind of like, I also pre-ordered and purchased the fighting game. It's called Nitro Plus Blasters. It's like Infinite Heroin Duel or something like that. It's a fighting game. I don't think Jared would like it. I know that I learned through that game that there is a sub-genre of fighting games that I did not know about, that people call Kosoge games, which is basically a Japanese insult to basically say it's a shit game. And I didn't realize that was like a genre of fighting game that existed. Like, because I've played games like I don't know if Jared's ever seen or heard about this type of fighting game. It's called Dong Dong Never Die. It's I don't even know what engine they're using. It's almost like Mugen Tier clone, but it's a digitalized actor fighting game, and it's just stupid fun, and like I love it to death. Like, it's almost kind of gotten its own name in the FGC scene, and you know, so I enjoy games like that. Like, if I have fun with them, like, I don't care what the general consensus is. It's like, oh, it's a shit fighting game. Like, if it's fun, why do you care? Oh, yeah. That is probably Dong Dong Never Die is the game I have had the most fun playing with the FGCC guys here where I live. Like, that game is just dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so fun. Like, it's just because it's like it's just such a like just a huge steamrolling cluster of just madness, and there's just like the most, like, combos are busted. There's characters that are just absolutely broken, who are the only characters that are even worthwhile playing. Like, some of them just don't even add up, but it's just full of like references and like memes. Like, even though it's all in Japanese, like, you can kind of get the idea. Like, Mario is a playable character, but they made Mario Akuma, so he plays like a Shoto, and it's just dumb fun. Like, I love stupid games like that. Like, and I think why I like playing those is when I play them with friends. Like, I mean, even to an extent, like Dong Dong, I actually did play by myself for a while, like, just to kind of get good at it. But yeah, it showed up at oh, was it this year's combo? No, I think it was last year's Combo Breaker. It showed up in the mystery game pools, and so I I freaking went all crazy, like, in the Twitch chat. I was like, oh my god, it's Dog. I kiddingly joked with my friend Xanthan, who was actually there, was supposed to be in the mystery pools. I thought he was going to be in that pool, and so I joked with him, and I was like, dude, you should have practiced with me. You could have been godlike. God, what did they end up? I think I watched a little bit of that. They ended up playing, like, Balls 3D, which, like, that I would say is even worse. Like, the thing with, like, Nitro Plus Blasters, like, that's actually, to me, at least a competent game. Like, you can kind of get the gist of what you're doing with it, but, like, Balls 3D is just bad. Like, you know, call Nitro Plus a Kusoge game, but, like, you can't tell me that there are actually people out there who actually like Balls 3D as, like, an actual competent fighter. Oh man, I really need to get back into playing fighting games. Like, the biggest deterrent that's been for me right now is, you know, I have the Kwamba Q4. I was talking with Jared about that, and one of y'all's streams I was talking with them about that, and you know, it's not natively compatible with the PS4, and a lot of these games that I want to practice, like, you have to go through, like, legacy options and everything that to set up sticks, and it just makes it easier to have a converter, and I've just been buying a converter on the back burner. Okay, so, I don't know if the move changes or if they're all directional inputs, but I want to... Okay, how did I do that? Oh, come on. Damn it! I do it when they're up in the air, it's not gonna hit them. Ah! Oh, whoa, that was weird. Holy sh! Holy crap! That just destroyed that guy. That hits more times than Richter's or Alucard's Holy Water. That's insane. Why is this why did they not bring this Maria over for the Dracula X Chronicles remaster? This Maria is more fun. You can do busted crap like that. I mean, granted, it didn't do a whole lot of damage, but early on, that's freaking brutal. How much that freaking hit. That was crazy. Oh, that was too good, though. I kind of want to figure out... I don't know... God, I've been talking so much, my throat got dry. Excuse me, I think it went down the wrong pipe. Okay, so... If I do... Because, like, okay, so if I can do that, that's just like a Hadoken input, like, to do the Guardian Knuckle. So how am I doing? Like, I was trying to do, like, how Richter does his dash. Okay, so she does, like, a super Hadoken. Okay, so it seems like, unless, or is it, don't tell me it's dual input. Okay. I don't know, like, I almost thought, like, Konami was, like, doing, like, a Capcom, like, oh, if you do, like, certain, moves. Okay, so she can't item crash, which is interesting. That means I can't Hydro Storm through the whole game, like I've been doing in the Richter playthroughs. Gah! Trying to see, like, I can't think of any other button combinations unless, like, maybe, like, you know, speaking of, it's like Alucard has all of his spells, right? You know, that was actually the first time I figured out how to do all of his spells, was I just sat in, like, one area and I just, like, mashed repeatedly the freaking D-pad and the attack button, hoping to get spells to come out. Oh, man. As soon as this video goes up, it's gonna get copyright strike. That's always fun. It's so weird that... I would say that if anybody was really interested in playing this, or buying a physical copy, this is the reason. Just this. Like... Yeah, for sure. I always thought that that was a really interesting mechanic, that you didn't actually have to buy them to know them. Most of the spells, it's like, it's kind of funny, like, I typically don't use a lot of them. Like, it feels like, I don't know if you and Jared have played Harmony of Despair, the HD one, the one that was on PS3 and Xbox 360, the multiplayer one. That one felt like Alucard really needed his spells because, like, they were... Like, I know that, like, if you use them in opportune times, like in this, I know that they can actually dish out a lot of damage and actually be pretty broken, but it seems like in Harmony of Despair, there's, like, more of an emphasis on him using spells. God, I wish they would bring that to PS4. I really do. I want them to... I don't know, like, do like a definitive edition version that has all the DLC and all the maps or whatever. That would be, like, super cool. Bring back the community for that, and, like, let me port my save from the PS3 version. It was super upsetting. I had freaking powerful Soma and Alucard in Harmony of Despair. Really powerful builds for them, and yeah. Don't have them anymore because unfortunately my PS3 crashed and burned, and my hard drive went with it, so I lost that save data, and that was tough, especially considering, like, the last time I played it was with the Infinite Ammo Syndicate guys, and that was freaking like a year or two ago. About, like, it's been a while since we've played it, but the community is just, like, I know that the servers are still up, it's just there's not really a lot of people playing, and it's like, the people that you get playing, there's not a lot of new people playing. It's more or less, it's like, you know, I guess, like, the people who leveled up and played the game when the community was probably the most active and, like, got all the stuff, or, like, you know, farmed all the bosses with their friends and everything like that. Like, it's usually, like, people who are, like, super OP that are, like, the only ones that hop online anymore. Not a lot of American players. Most of the time that if, especially when I've played, very rarely I get American players playing. It's typically, all over, everywhere else except America. So you get, like, people from, like, Italy, Mexico, Germany. You know, you get people from Japan. Time frames is also a interesting thing. Like, I noticed, like, if I played at, like, the dead of night, I typically got, like, a lot of Japanese players, but that's because it's morning over, it's, like, daytime over there, while it's night over here, so... But wish Konami would, like, you know, pull their heads out of their asses and actually, you know, do something cool with the Castlevania IP. About the only good thing that's come out of Castlevania at the moment is freaking the anime. Oh, such a good thing. I am so pumped for the next 8 episodes. Like, no idea how ecstatic I am. It's gonna be awesome. Josephina, did you and Jared watch the anime? I don't know if I asked you, actually. I might have asked you in a stream, but I'm not sure. God, how many hearts can she hold? Can she hold 999? Oh, for sure. Awesome. Yeah, I was, so I watched it with my friend Xanthan, and, he's not familiar with, like, a lot of the Castlevania lore like I am, so, it was, when I was, marking out about little nods to things, like, in the 4th episode when Trevor and Alucard are fighting, and Alucard does his signature move with his sword where he does the teleport, I screamed like a fangirl when that happened, because I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe that they actually made a nod to that. That made me like just screaming with joy that they cared so much to do something like that. Because, you know, like if it had been any other, like, and I won't lie, when I first heard that there was a Castlevania anime on the horizon, I was so scared it was going to be based off the Lords of Shadow games. I was fearful. I was like, please no. Please don't do more Lords of Shadow crap. No one wants that. No one in the Castlevania fandom, at least me, I don't want any more Lords of Shadow crap. But yeah, and that's what Xanthan was actually saying, that he enjoyed the anime more because of my reactions to things. So, and we all pretty much agreed. You know, it is short, and they did have a lot of ground to cover in just the 4 episodes. But I think the thing is that they wanted to test the waters, because, you know, they couldn't necessarily know exactly where the fandom was at, and, you know, how people were going to react. So it's kind of a good thing that they made it short, because it would have sucked if they had actually... I mean, granted, I would have loved if they had gone 8 episodes. Oh my god, I am... They said it's supposed to come out this summer. So it's supposed to come out this year. So, yeah, it's really weird. Like, oh my god, she could... only when she's in the... That's not a slide, that's like a Dark Souls roll. Yeah, they said sometime of, you know, this summer they were supposed to release it. I haven't heard anything yet. I hope there hasn't been like any sort of like super bad delay or something like that. They might be having issues trying to like work out voice actors, things like that. Who knows? I don't know. I try to keep myself as informed as possible on things like that, but yeah, not 100% sure what's yeah, let's please get back to the save point before I die. I have something I have noticed though. Maria is taking a lot less damage than what Richter takes. And I don't know if they did that as like a compensation because she doesn't hit as hard as Richter. I don't know. It just feels like she's taking a lot less damage, which is a good thing, because Richter at the beginning, like, dear God, like if you don't get like any health upgrades right away, holy crap, like forget it. He'll get hit like twice and freaking be at like, you know, 20% health. I think that's the only issue I've had with a lot of Castlevanias that have included like an optional secret character you can play as. I don't like the fact that they never visited the idea, like, it wasn't until like I think like Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia where you could actually level up your character so they could progressively get better and stronger as you go. Like with this, it's like you're pretty much just stuck. It's like you've got to get the you got to get health upgrades, and that upgrades your health, but that's about pretty much the extent. Okay, so I'm seeing some. I mean, it's not super bad. It's weird that they make that cost MP for her. I know it costs MP for Alucard for her to do this, for him to do the super jump, but it costs MP for her. That's really weird. Richter is just broken. If that, like, when you seriously think about it, like Richter is just busted dead, because like he doesn't have any MP costs for anything, so he can do all of his moves. I think they realized like how busted that is in this game, and then in Harmony of Despair when Richter came out, it's like, okay, there are abilities you can get, but they cost MP to do. They're like, no, we're not just gonna let him just spam freaking dashes and you know, super uppercuts and everything like that. He'd be the most OP character if that was the case. It'd be freaking hilarious, because nobody would play any other character. But then again, some of the other characters can be pretty freaking busted if you let them be busted. Like, just about every character in that game, if you level, like, because the Belmonts have, like, this weird, like, any whip user has, like, this weird progression system where it's, like, they get stronger as their sub-weapons get level up, and their sub-weapons eventually get better and things like that, and then it's, like, most of the other characters, well, I think Shinoa, she's the same way, her spells level up. Charlotte, it's, as she absorbs more spells, they get stronger. But that's also what increases her stats, and it's like Richter, no, not Richter, Alucard and Soma, because they can equip different equipment. Their stats are all equipment based. Nah, I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna play it like I don't have those items. I do kind of appreciate that though, that with the optional characters, you can actually get through the castle any way you want. I think that is kind of a neat feature. What the? That is freaking awesome. She can do a freaking flying kick and a standing kick. That's cool. Is her kick stronger than her like spirit gun? It actually is. Wow. It does like double the damage. Shorter the range though. I mean, that's the compromise you have though. Man, yeah, this really makes me sad playing this. Like that her character is so radically different in the remastered version. Like, it's such a shame because this version's so much better. Trying not to kill myself. It's a lot less. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I mean, that is a good thing though with the optional characters too, is that they don't get stunned. She throws 3 axes. What the hell, man? And this is selectable from the beginning of the game. That's kind of scary when you think about it. It's like, God, she's OP. I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to not hit your target with freaking throwing 3 axes. All right, Josephine, it was fun. Thank you very much for coming by. Definitely try to catch your stream when you stream next. I'm gonna be playing this probably for another hour or so. Don't know. Oh, you were heading out to do your own stream. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be kind of hard to catch you streaming when I'm streaming. Oh, wow. I didn't know you were gonna stream today. Somebody liked my thing. A bunch of people liked my thing, but they're not here at the stream. Ah, that's always fun. So wait, I'm curious, does this... No, the holy water costs 1. Oh, that's where I should have gone. I totally forgot in the freaking alchemy lab. I could have actually played around with the freaking sub-weapons for a bit. Because there's that area where you can actually access some of them. They're like all in the tubes. It's not every sub-weapon, but it's definitely something that I would have liked to actually try out. Just play around with the different sub-weapons for a bit. Ugh! Damn it, I knew I should have streamed an hour earlier. If I hadn't got caught up with stuff. Might call the stream a little bit early then. I'm not sure. I usually stream for an hour, hour and a half. I was thinking of streaming for 2, but I don't know. It's already kind of late here. Like how her Guardian Knuckle is so different, because she actually... Only Alucard can do that. Yeah, he's the only one who can sit in the chairs. Oh, man. God, I need to like resituate things or something. Like, my fan just does not cover this whole room, man. Probably doesn't help because I got the green screen behind me, so I've got freaking stuff like all shielded and crap, and then I'm sitting right next to my freaking tower. Probably doesn't help. That's probably where all the heat's coming from. Probably doesn't help that I'm wearing a freaking beanie. Ah, you asshole. Yes! Hit somebody with it! Fantastic. Be nice if there was actually like a way to upgrade her MP. I wonder if her MP like over time gets stronger. I do feel her triple jump is a bit excessive. Like, there's really not an area I could think that would desperately need a triple jump to excess. Because it's like, she could still do the super jump. So it's like most of the areas you're still going to be able to get into regardless. I guess the only benefit is like her triple jump doesn't cost MP to do. So that might be something. No, actually. Can I actually... I don't remember what part it was that I actually went to go to the garden. The underground garden. I don't remember when I did that as Richter. Oh, man. Her idle animation is kind of cool. Like, I actually like that she like gets into an actual pose. That's kind of cool. Like, God, it just like to me, it's like it feels like so much attention was like given to her. It's just so disheartening that it's just like this particular mode, this particular Maria is stuck exclusively to this version of the game. Like that they never tried to revisit her or anything like that. Yeah, I'll probably wrap it up at an hour, considering. Don't think I got a lot of people here. Started streaming too late. If I probably streamed earlier, I probably would have had people. I think next time, though, I'm going to try to get into the IAS Discord, be in the public streaming chat. I was going to do that this time around, but I figured, since this was the unveiling of my new series, I kind of wanted to have a little bit of time to myself before I start like getting into public channels and stuff like that. for my streaming. So we'll see. Would have been super nice to have more people, but hey, we had somebody come by, didn't we? Probably can do the library. Probably have enough time to do the library, hopefully. That's so ridiculous how much that does. And okay, that does actually hurt when she does that. That's cool. Oh man, I wish somebody would like bring this version back from the grave and actually like add all the stuff that should have been in it. Alright, I mean, I wish somebody would like redo this version to where it like looks better, you know, it's not the stretched textures and all that, like the sounds are better, like the Unfortunately, we didn't get that. We didn't get the added levels. We didn't get the added items. What's that? Name sounds familiar, but how's it going, man? It's been a while since I've streamed and had people in, so I tend to forget names. Oh, okay, okay, that's who I thought it was. I just forget that, like, you know, your Twitter handle and your YouTube handle are the same. I forget that your Twitch handle is different. How's it going, man? Wait, shouldn't you guys be at the movies? Oh no, wait, no, that's like 40 minutes from now. I had to think. I was like, please don't tell me you're like, is the movie that bad that you're watching my stream during the movie? Yeah. Yeah, I missed. Yeah. See where my brain is. See where my brain is. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun. I wish I could go, but I'm desperately. Well, that would be something, now wouldn't it? I mean, you're probably catching the movies, like, when there's nobody there, so... But then I'd be wondering, like, why are you going to the movie theater to watch me play games? It's like, it's not even my charity streams. If I had the money... and I had the disposable income, I totally would offer that as like a thing. Like, try to get actual people like to come watch freaking my Extra Life stuff. Like, actually rent out a theater. That'd actually be kind of cool. To see my pretty face on the big screen. No. I'm pretty sure people could do without. Yeah, I was gonna start streaming like at 7, but yeah, school. I had a call I had to take, and that call ended up lasting a lot longer than I thought. But I am in the process to start my schooling. I've actually had a change of plans in the degree that I was originally going to go for, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, I had to get all that stuff done up, I had to get my fast foot taken care of, so I had to do all that before I could stream. Like, wasn't going to try to stream while I was in the middle of a call, you know? Although that would have been kind of funny. I mean, I have at times taken calls when I'm on stream, but I usually mute myself. Ah! Okay, I stand corrected. At times like that, the triple jump actually makes sense. Oh, man. And so upsetting. So upsetting that this mode's not in any other game. But thankfully, you know, I didn't have to go out of my way to get a modified Saturn or a action replay to actually play this. Fortunately, this is one of those sought-after games, so it's freaking expensive. Because it was never released outside of Japan, so... It's like stuff that was like multi-released, like the Mega Man games you can get cheaper for the Famicom, but it's like anything for like Saturn that was specific depending on the game, like this is one of them that's expensive. It's unfortunate, I would love to have a physical copy of it. It's like one of the only Castlevania games I would be missing. That's like, because the problem with that is like, I don't include versions of the same game. Like, if it's the exact same game on the exact same cart, like... Yeah, it'd be cool to have the Famicom versions of the 3 Castlevanias, but it's like I'm not desperately needing them because they're the same game. Like this one is different enough to would warrant, I think, a purchase for my collection. But yeah, I hope you guys have fun at the movies, man. Been hearing mixed things about Incredibles 2, so I was super looking forward to seeing it, but our frickin' theaters are derps and they don't frickin' support Fandango, which is really weird, because you'd think that that'd actually be a viable frickin' option. It's kind of upsetting. Oh, God. Oh, man, I got lucky hitting all those criticals. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the boss with, like, no health in my health bar. Oh, man. I really need to get a proper light from my freaking green screen. Oh, but that's the trade-off. She can't throw multiple. Lingers for a while, but yeah, that's the trade-off with... Okay, yeah, we ain't messing with that noise. God, I hate these freaking things. With her, they're even more annoying. Really? No, I'm gonna freaking die. I wish I did the other spells. I should have brought a different sub-weapon to this fight. In retrospect, that probably would have made the fight easier. God, now I have to get back to the save room without dying. Oh, well, no. Never mind. Health up. Alright, I've got a little bit more time, I guess. Probably shouldn't go too crazy. I know this is the unveiling of this series, but can't do everything in one stream. I think we'll go back through the library and head back to the marble gallery and unlock those rooms, since I was acting like I didn't have the door opener. God. Okay, that's the only problem with the triple jump. To even do her drop kick, you have to... Damn it. I need to find out how to do the other Guardian Spirit spells. Because all I know how to do the Tiger, and I know how to do the Guardian Knuckle. I don't know how to do the other stuff. And see, I'm interested. It's almost like she can do a Guard Crush? An item crush, because her bar didn't blink red like that when I didn't have an item sub-weapon in my inventory, so I'm wondering how you go about doing stuff with the sub-weapon. I'm gonna have to look it up, so that way, like, for the next stream, I know how she works. Oh, man. Whew. Alrighty, man. I appreciate you coming by the stream. Have a good time at the movies. And hopefully I'll see you sometime this week if we actually end up doing anime this week. I guess her flying kick is to compensate for like how Richter has to like flying kick dash. I wonder if that's what her flying kick is supposed to basically be like. Just as if it goes a little bit higher than... I wonder how the... Yeah, I'm really curious how some of the sub-weapons act in Maria's hands as opposed to Alucard and Richter's. Don't know if we'll have time for the boss in this area. Oh, that's interesting. So like this was called like the Crystal Caverns or something like that in the American version, but they groundwater veil is what it said. It's interesting. I don't know if that's just like a translation thing or not. Yeah, we'll try to get to the boss. It'd be nice if you could aim that. That would make that super helpful. I always thought it kind of sucks too that you can't fight the succubus boss as Maria Richter. Actually, I don't think there's any enemies in this area. Gonna waste the remaining time I have. I thought one of those was a health upgrade. I guess not. Alright, yeah, so we'll tackle on the boss. And we will call it a wrap for tonight. Hopefully I'll be getting back to streaming this a lot sooner than my last stream, because I don't even remember when my last stream was, like a week or two ago. I've been really trying to, I really want to try to get back into more consistent streaming and content making. I'd like to, in any case. Don't necessarily know if it's going to happen. I kind of have to figure out how my school schedule is going to work out and how things are going. Like, basically, it's like a work at your own pace sort of deal. And I do have deadlines on like Thursdays and Sundays, but you know, just got to get in the swing and the habit of how I do things with that. So, but yeah, we'll go a little over an hour. We'll tackle on the boss down here, and then we'll call it for this entry into the Dose of Retro. How did I screw that up? Oh no, wait, no, they're shoulder buttons. I'm dumb. Okay, well, at least I could freaking fry her stupid face. This is actually going to be kind of funny. That's how you French fry a boss, my friends. That was hilarious. I didn't think that that was going to be a one-shot. Oh my god, that was funny. And epic at the same time. Just freaking totally fried her. I'm gonna have sushi tonight, boys. Alrighty, let's get to the save point. We will save it here, and we will come back to this at a later time. Alrighty, guys, I hope you guys are all on board for this new concept of a stream, so I actually have like a designated area for this sort of thing. Because I kind of was thinking about it, and I'm like, man, my streaming log like playlist is going to get like completely oversaturated if I don't do some sort of deviation with this sort of stuff. So hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. I really am looking forward to playing more of this. It's been a lot of fun. I've complained a lot about the fact that this particular version of Maria was not in the remaster. That's probably going to continue to happen as I play furthermore and as I actually look up how to do all of her special abilities and things like that. So, but I enjoyed this. Hope you guys did too. Big shout out and thank you to everybody who rolled by the stream. The next stream hopefully will be in the Infinite Ammo Syndicate's Discord public streaming channel. So a couple of the guys in there can join me and watch and chat it up with me if they want. So that way there's a little bit more interaction than what's going on right now. So anyways, guys, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you to all those who check out the archive. I know that my Richter gameplay videos have started to pick up a little bit of traction. Big shout out to everybody who's been checking those out. I hope to have that done very, very soon so that the whole thing is all set and all the gameplay. So I hope you guys check out this stream and these videos too. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. This has been Daybreaker Rein, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.